Hello and welcome to Sktv's News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI Kumbandabam. First, the headlines. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan urges leaders of all communities to guide youths away from violence and work collectively for peace. Just and Fair Delimitation Convener Jitendra Ningomba asserts Manipur violence stems from opposition to identifying illegal immigrants, alleges Kuki narco-terrorists would not attack if they were indigenous people of the state. Kuki-Zo Council lifts social boycott on Kuki-Zo MLAs who joined state government formation led by Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan. Protests continue at various places demanding safe release of 6 Naga hostages abducted on May 13 and justice for late Wilson Thanga Chiru killed in ambush. And Manipur Petroleum Dealers Fraternity asserts no fuel shortage in Manipur, informs inconvenience caused by new guidelines will be sorted through. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. A delegation of Tangkhul Naga tribals from Sinakaithe village authority in Ukhrul district called on Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan at his official bungalow and urged state government to deploy Indian Reserve Battalion IRB personnel in their village amid prevailing tense situation in the state. Accompanied by Ukhrul MLA Ram Weaver of Naga People's Front (NPF), the delegation also sought adequate manpower for Sinakaithe police station and proper functioning of existing STC office at Sinakaithe. The villagers said repeated attacks by armed men in recent times had created fear, insecurity and distress among residents and appealed for proper security arrangements, humanitarian relief and supply of essential commodities. The delegation further requested security cover along Mahadev Sinakaithe route, improved healthcare facilities and developmental works in the area. Responding to the demands, Chief Minister Khemchan stressed that disarming all illegal firearms across the state was urgent necessity and maintained that peace remains only solution for Manipur. He urged leaders of all communities to guide youths away from violence and work collectively for peace, citing the example of late South African leader Nelson Mandela. The Chief Minister also informed the villagers that the government was focusing on generating employment opportunities in non-government sectors through skill development initiatives. The villagers expressed gratitude to the government for deploying 2 companies of BSF in the area, constructing inter-village road connecting Sinakaithe to Ukhrul headquarters and sanctioning Bailey Bridge over Ihang River. Convener of Just and Fair Delimitation JFD has attributed the cause of the ongoing Manipur crisis to the government's refusal to identify illegal immigrants in the state. He was speaking at a sustained campaign for updating the NRC to identify illegal immigrants in the state before census operations at the Sekmai Kokjing Laima Community Hall and Wangui Bazaar. The JFD convener further argued that Chin Kuki narco-terrorists would not wage war against the indigenous people if they were not illegal immigrants. He further criticized that both the state and central governments have refused to identify illegal immigrants despite knowing that the ongoing unrest is caused by them. Jitendra added that it is vital for the indigenous population to counter these obstructions and difficulties together before illegal immigrants completely dominate them. The JFD convener warned that the indigenous population will be annihilated if illegal immigrants are recorded as genuine citizens, while claiming that flaws in the 1951 census led to the influx of illegal immigrants in Manipur. He also questioned how the upcoming census could be conducted correctly without first identifying these illegal immigrants.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯅꯠꯇꯕ ꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯇꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯃꯤꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯕꯥꯛꯇ ꯂꯥꯟ ꯇꯧꯔꯨꯔꯒ ꯀꯤꯗꯅ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯂꯥꯟꯗꯣ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯖꯒꯥꯗꯨ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯌꯥꯗꯅ ꯆꯦꯜꯂꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯂꯩꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯑꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯂꯩꯁꯤꯜꯂꯛꯏꯕ ꯃꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯤꯡꯗꯣ ꯑꯉꯛꯄ ꯐꯪꯅ ꯃꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯡꯁꯦ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯀꯗꯕ ꯖꯒꯥꯗ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯝꯗꯕ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯂꯝꯃꯣꯏꯗꯕ ꯖꯒꯥꯗ ꯍꯦꯟꯒꯠꯈꯤꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯃ ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯦꯕ 1991ꯒꯤ ꯃꯤꯀꯣꯛ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯃꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯔꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯗꯅ ꯍꯟꯗꯛ ꯃꯤꯀꯣꯛ ꯊꯤꯔꯤꯉꯩꯒꯤ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯗ ꯃꯤꯇꯣꯞ ꯈꯟꯗꯣꯛꯄꯤꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯑꯃꯨꯛꯇꯪ ꯂꯥꯎꯕꯗ ꯌꯥꯗꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯛꯆꯕꯅꯦꯕ.
Kuki-Zo Council (KZC) has informed that the social boycott imposed on all Kuki-Zo MLAs who participated in the formation of Manipur government led by Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand has been lifted with immediate effect. It may be recalled that the social boycott was declared on February 5 in accordance with a resolution adopted by the cabinet of Kuki-Zo Council on Saitu MLA Haukolet Kipgen, Tegnopal MLA led by Haukip, Churachandpur MLA LM Kaute, Kangpopi MLA and Deputy Chief Minister Nimcha Kipgen, Tipaimuk MLA Mursanglur Sanate, Saikot MLA Pauline Lal Haukip, Singhat MLA Chinlung Thang Hanglep, MLA Ledzamang Haukip, Saikul MLA Kimyo Haukip Hangsing and Thanlon MLA Vungzagin Valte. A press release issued by Secretary Information and Publicity stated that Kuki-Zo Council, after due deliberation and through its meeting resolution held on April 29, has decided to lift a social boycott upon reviewing the matter in light of the prevailing situation and pressing need for all to work and stand together. Thousands of women led by Joint Tribes Women Association (GTWA) comprising Zimi, Liangmai, Rongmai and Inpui communities staged a massive protest on Wednesday at Jalung Park at Tamenglong headquarters, demanding immediate and safe release of 6 Liangmai Naga hostages allegedly abducted on May 13 at Leilon Vaivai. The protesters called for urgent intervention by authorities to secure release of abducted civilians and to ensure accountability under the law against those responsible for the incident. During the demonstration, GTWA leaders raised multiple demands, including strict action against the perpetrators, stronger security arrangements for civilians traveling through vulnerable routes, and accountability of organizations concerned, including Kuki-Inpi Manipur and Kuki Students Organization, in the event of worsening inter-community tensions. The protesters also demanded arrest of individuals allegedly involved in the abduction and called for political accountability, including removal of Deputy Chief Minister Nimcha Kipgen and arrest of KNFP President Semtithang alias Thangboy Kipgen under Sioux Pact, allegedly involved in the abduction of Naga civilians. Leaders from Rongmai Naga Council Manipur and other civil society organizations joined the protest, warning that agitation would intensify if their demands are not addressed at the earliest. Hundreds of Naga women on Wednesday staged sit-in protest at Chandel District headquarters, demanding immediate and safe release of 6 Naga civilians allegedly abducted by Kuki militants on May 13, while also seeking justice for late Wilson Thanga Chiru, who was killed on the same day. The protest was organized by Naga Women Union Chandel NWUC following a call by the Apex Naga Women's Union with participation from representatives of all 9 Naga tribes of the district, including Anal, Monsang, Moyon, Maring, Lamkang, Chote, Koibu and Tarao. Led by Anal Sinnu Rule Vice President Tonila Pashel, the demonstrators raised slogans demanding immediate release of 6 hostages and justice for Wilson Thanga Chiru. Addressing the gathering, Tonila Pashel said that the fate of the abducted civilians remains unknown since May 13 and urged their safe return, stating that Naga people are peace-loving and do not want violence. Speaker of NWUC NG Lucy Monsang thanked the women for their solidarity and stressed the need for collective efforts to ensure justice and safe release of the hostages.
Power Paraga, Tibra, Himbra, Apikari, Sukandari, Aduga. On the same day, Akwegi, Wilson Tanga Chiru, Masu Hakibani, Aduna, Akway Nungaite, Haibagi, Akway Channel District, Naga Women Union, Kuna, Akway Nasi Silaga, Imai Gapsing, Loina Corporate of the Sekwe Yam. Nungaitaba Pondu Chabani, Akway Lan Pambanate, Akway Lan Perisupandani.
Senapati District Women's Association, under the aegis of Naga Women's Union, staged sit-in protest at the main junction point of Senapati District headquarters, demanding immediate and safe release of 6 Naga hostages. The protesters also called for immediate arrest and prosecution of all individuals, militant groups and abettors allegedly involved in the crime that took place at Lailon Vaipai village on May 13. Women leaders and protesters expressed strong concern over deteriorating law and order situation and urged the government and security agencies to take swift action to rescue the hostages safely. The demonstration was participated by local women groups and community members who condemned the incident and demanded justice for the affected families. Secretary of Liangmai Pui Naga Rangdi Imphal Unit, CH Visiliu Charengnamai, has expressed dissatisfaction on government for failing to act with exigency in securing Naga hostages. Visiliu Charengnamai was speaking on the sideline of a sit-in which was organized by Rongmei Naga Lup, Phawan Manipur, Imphal Luangrian for All Naga Committee under the aegis of Naga Women Union at New Chekon today. Speaking further, Visiliu Charengnamai said, "It is quite concerning as Kuki has claimed that they do not know the whereabouts of 6 Naga men." While expressing solidarity with family members of hostages, Visiliu urged government to secure safe release of hostages and also warned to intensify agitation until they are released. Further, people together rallied towards Chekon traffic point in protest against the act of Kuki terrorists.
13th May 2026, 6 brothers were abducted oikraba. Till now, they haven't released our brothers. Haudik pauba kari su ipaw tadat na leiriye. Akoy mama sing, machan sing, aduga magi brothers, sisters, family members. We are still waiting for our brothers to back home. Adubo haudik pauba government na kuki sing na haudik pauba mokoy na asi leire haba. The government of Manipur, what are you doing, government? We are strongly condemned. Atuba matamda ako'y brothers in release of you.
Mass sit-in protest cum rally was held at Longmai Bazaar in Noni District headquarters, demanding immediate and unconditional release of 6 Liangmai Naga hostages allegedly abducted by Kuki armed militants from Lailon Vaipai village in Kangpokpi district on May 13. The protest was organized by Naga Women's Union Manipur, Noni district unit, with hundreds of women from different areas participating in a demonstration. Protesters carried placards bearing slogans including "Release the Naga hostages now," "Stop terror activities and bring our people home alive." During the program, women leaders appealed to Kuki-Zo leaders and Kuki-NP to facilitate safe release of the abducted persons while expressing concern over suffering faced by victims' families since the incident. Invoking Christian brotherhood, the leaders urged for the hostages' release and also criticized alleged lack of timely action by state government despite 8 days having passed since the abduction. They further urged government of Manipur to take immediate steps to rescue the hostages and stressed the need for unity and equality among all communities. Similar sit-in protests were also reportedly staged at Kopum Valley in Noni district and at Tamenglong district headquarters, with thousands of women said to have participated across the districts. Manipur Petroleum Dealers Fraternity has assured that there is no shortage of fuel and supply of petroleum in the state will normalize within few days. It has clarified that closure of oil pumps in the past few days was due to new changes made by Centre on guidelines and system. Speaking in this regard at Manipur Press Club today, convener of the fraternity, Laishram Jugendra, maintained that due to crisis in the Middle East, new guidelines have been issued by Centre, and due to this, every oil pump gets supply for 1 day, as against 2 to 3 days of stock earlier. Government and oil company have given instructions to oil pumps to sell 5,000 litres of petrol and 50 litres of diesel per day. Further, the fraternity has urged people to avoid panic buying.
Company supply continuous ado masida misconception pamdo stock sel leiraga black the hek thadokpagi adum bai image amam hek taba ado aina mamang da panjagi bidani pam da stock se one day gi stock tagi hen leijadabni joji leise ibam jida kayuna kanda mo paisa gi financial issues leire apoi jida adagi company gi houses si je indian se loina bu pi bangam da bai issues leire ani jina maram oraga koina nomu gi ka komaram ni na koina pamjing jida yoli je nomu gi leijari be stock loina bu gi onjabane ada koina tongana black ta na tra tongan ba pamjing jidagi adune habdu ji kesu leijade ado pamjing jidi punglauna hangaga open sale da to banga tane license para ga open sale da to banga tane masida koina tumine yon thupa adu to bada to habdu to leijade.
Naga People's Union NPU Imphal has urged security forces to arrest and interrogate the village chief and women of Leilon Vaifei to trace the whereabouts of 6 missing Naga hostages. Addressing a press conference organized by 24 Naga tribes at the Manipur Press Club in Imphal today, NPU Imphal President M. Ngaranmi noted that the fate of 6 out of the 21 Naga villages originally taken hostage at Leilon Vaifei remains uncertain. He lamented that the government and security forces have failed to trace them despite repeated appeals from various Naga tribes and the general public. He also questioned the logic and justification behind the clarification issued by the Kuki in Manipur, given that the Naga civilians were allegedly taken hostage by Kuki armed groups operating under the Suspension of Operations (SU) Pact. The NPU leader categorically stated that the government cannot remain silent while ignoring human rights violations against Naga civilians. He further questioned why the Kukis targeted the Chiru and Liangmai communities despite their claims of fighting only against the Tangkuls. Ngaranmi demanded that the government abrogate the SU Pact, recover weapons from the armed groups and remove Kuki land labels from all the villages inhabited by Kukis.
Kun kuting da Kuki land hai nung yung mashe. Government remove to biro atu matung da Manipur da peace lakni. Adna tri phawdi nahan rong laubida bom thadadana chahi manga aduga angang chama ha manga itribi angang bisi udri amam bisi udri adum human right violation tawra adum khandre mama thini soe ukrugi line da impose tawre mijamani hale burma da leba khoi border leba charo wangli namli yumai thabire Kuki terrorist na sigumase mayam se state government athuba matamda masi yengchen biu maruida punsa khunda thoibese masi amuk thoktana ba state Masi Sembiu, Adona, Atubutamda, Leilon, Waipegi Taushe, Book Tobiro, I say, Naga People's Union in Palna, strongly quite demand of Adona, Masi, Tobuganda, quite me as if you Torakani, Grandma Keterna Pabno, Grandma underground of Pabno Hebo, Manloy Torakani. Aduna, the government said, Maming Mana Pangtobiu, Kangdaba Sajin Ganu, Miam said, Loinaba Shaure, Miam Seware, Manipur said, Tandu Leta Daba, Lamwere, Sanale Baki Mangre, Kori Leba Wankre, Aduna Mase, Amagama Hunabsi Quitaning de.
Kokomi convener YK Dirain has asserted that ongoing Manipur crisis will remain unresolved unless centre takes decisive steps to end it, alleging that the prolonged unrest is part of a deliberate policy. Speaking at a sit-in protest held at Phumlo Community Hall organized by all Phumlo Open Bamera Nupi Lup under the aegis of Kokomi, he claimed that centre's objective is to weaken people's movements and appeal to all communities in the state to stand united against centre's ill-natured policy. Dirain further stressed the need to understand status of Manipur since the clash that erupted on May 3, 2023, stating that it is clearly result of Government of India's policy. He urged all communities and civil society organizations in Manipur to come together and launch sustained democratic protests to pressure the central government into resolving the issue. On the other hand, sit-in protest was also held at Yangang Pokpi Bazaar and Langmaitel Community Hall, organized by Langmaitel Apun Bamera Paibi under the aegis of Kokomi. The protesters demanded immediate military action against Kuki terrorist organizations and to alleged proxy war being orchestrated in Manipur and responds to 7-point questions raised by the people.
Manipur ki apun bagi panggana se macet thong na thugai ra kanda lengak pai ba lengak mapuna miyam ki kholau democratic oibum kholau singa se mating thong na law bong amandra kanda makoi na puning mo mai kai da miyam singa se hoining mo mai kai da hoira ga chat pang mi tongan ba agency mayam ma si na ra kanda miyam ki pangal thona se tap tha na ba tudin na ba hona ba sina mara mor kanda masi ki manung se na hau ki ba 2023 ki me gi hum de ge hore ba ngasi ki crisis se masi su masi manung se liena ek hobodegi hona kokomina hairaga lai hatna ba amasung lan na kaidongoida manglom da sangsin bagi lambi leite.
Federation of Haumi FOH and the Village Volunteers Force VVF Manipur have urged the government to arrest the leaders of Kuki armed groups under the suspension of operations Sioux Pact and compel them to produce the 6 missing Naga hostages. In a joint press release, the two organizations stated that the whereabouts and details of the 6 Naga hostages could be ascertained within 30 minutes if Sioux-bound Kuki armed group leaders such as PS Haukip were interrogated. They further highlighted the changing dynamics of the ongoing unrest in the state, noting that it now targets all indigenous communities. Emphasizing the urgent need for concerted efforts among indigenous communities to counter the violence waged against them, the organizations appealed to all indigenous community leaders to participate in the upcoming Indigenous Peoples Meet. The organizations added that joint resolutions will be adopted during the meeting scheduled on May 28 at Chumanglila Shanglin Palace Compound, Imphal. Now, before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Manipur hauzik class 12 ki exam result out oikre class 12 exam pass out tauraba student singi damakta educate Imphal 2026 na event na messenger event sida India amasung International College and University gi representatives unabagi career clarity gi career coach unabagi amasung education loan and scholarship details khangdupagi khudongchaba lawbiho lakliba megi date 20 and 21 Chandramukhi City Center Bapupara near Job Center da pangthok sagadori parents sing na ichaga lakminaduna education and future gi damakta chamam nabukok miners.
Heritage Convent, excellence is not just a goal, it's a tradition. Heartiest congratulations to our superstars for their outstanding achievement. The superstars of Heritage and SSLCE 2026 are Thamnauzam Bafna Devi, Nevidita Yanglin, Koraijam Asrita Devi, Loksambam Simatum, Susma Hizam, Takhelmim Subasan Singh, Taylor Sapam, Henrita Kangzam, Kumanthem Nina Devi, Mahesh Longzam, Oinam Narotam, Rasika Khulem, Aditya Leshumbam, Alina Hawaibam, Jenika Salam, Lukram Sanayay, Nikita Arambam, Nevidita Larik Yangbam, Nongmaitem Ronia Devi, Wahengwam Hani Singh, Wangkhamim Nijita, and Yumkhaibam Leona Meitei. Congratulations to all the students, teachers, parents, and our well-wishers. Admissions are now open for Standard 11 Science. Heritage Convent, admission open for Standard 11 Science for the academic session 2026-27. Students of Heritage Convent securing a CGPA of 9 and above will receive scholarships worth ₹50,000 to ₹2 lakhs, along with free admission, tuition fees, practical fees, and notebooks. Heritage students scoring CGPA 7.5 and above will also enjoy attractive free SIP benefits according to their grades. For Heritage students scoring below 7.5, admission is available at a flat fee of only ₹6,000. Students from other schools scoring CGPA 7.5 and above can also avail free SIP benefits based on their grades. Secure a top rank in SSE and win ₹5 lakhs or a brand new car for first, second, and third positions. And that's not all. Students securing 4 to 28 positions will receive a cash award of ₹2 lakhs each. Admissions are open at School Office Campus 1 Uripok on all working days from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Dream big, achieve bigger, only at Heritage.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. More news and updates. Lamsang MLA Sorokhaibam Rajan expressed deep concern over the escalating trend of armed groups taking innocent citizens hostage warning that it could push Manipur into a civil war if left unchecked. He was addressing the gathering at the 18th Foundation Day celebration of Kanglei Park Calendar Board at Manipur Press Club, Imphal. The event was also attended by All Manipur Working Journalists Union Amju President Asim Bhakta, retired IAS Mangsatawam Hare Krishna, Kanglei Park Calendar Board President Acharya Aham Bijit Sairom, Advisor Akham Langol, Environment and Climate Change Director Dr. Taurangbam Brajakumar and cultural activist Rakesh Naure. Speaking further, MLA Rajan highlighted the hardships endured by the people amidst the ongoing unrest, stating that thousands of internally displaced persons, IDPs, remain languishing in relief camps. He added that the state must enforce law and order in both the hills and valley and recover all the arms. The MLA also urged the central and state security forces to counter the armed groups involved in abducting civilians and taking hostages.
Law and order say, Nikina, government labor labor me, government Amalay, government Amalay, law lay have say, Manipur is Chingam Sungam the labor Praza, Punamaka, and government in a Kangani. Law labor labor, Santi Legani, law labor Santi Leo. Chingam Sungam say the law and order say, Azana control Torga, peace labor Ganda. Matomda IDP singse yumda hanjalo haidros moi matomda mayumda sanga mayum ke senjal ba hobile kolai pairaga misam bharaga misam hakpagi thamchi chatar targa di koi kayam kuina Manipur da sumaina hingdana sumaina yengdana leiba ya leipagi adumba kayam kuina lerakhi ke de Christian de sum leiraga de koi civil war ise Manipur da soidana makki koi lakne aduna sigumba mayam singsi lakngai da community amaga gi marakta koi nungsi naba adugumba santi Poranaba, Akoi Masin, Marata, Wari Sanaraga, Peace Langanaba, Honaminaba, Amasung Sarkar Nasu, unauthorized legal arm Mayama Parakanda, Parbita, harassment theory of Prazasim Sidani, Lai Lopanaba, Honaba, and the same Siam, Matotai, and I said,
Pai Hotpiriba, Toan by Kogi, Liningi Lashongi, Tavan, Chingba, Apapatan, Witness, Yam Piriba, Asida, Magi, Oiba, Yengba, Toan, Irandam, Kangai, Singina, Porpa Matamda, Pai Porpa Matamda, Magi, Oiba, Wakalunda, Porpa Namaram Wakanda, Manadaba, Kenava, Lakana Maram Wakanda, Lamdamasigi Miamda, Sahi Kradi, Mamanga, Akoi the Samamnava, Tavan, Anipanba, Lonsanava, Dumayama, Togalai, Heidi Basing, Adudagi, Miam, Asida. Calendar board na akang ahi kaya mayam matana jarakanda ani panba atoi lonjanaba haibna singba mayam adu ngasidi yamna koi chada 130 gi chang dagi hena koi madugi sayetnaba samamnaba sing adu ko anduna koi miyam da koi kahani chamamnaba koi ba poliba sing adu koi ponba ngamjare haibisima koi miyam da thamjaningi.
Republican Party of India Thawale National Secretary Maheshwar Thongnaujam slammed opportunistic MLAs for ignoring welfare schemes and living in luxury for over 4 years only to promote the programs when elections approach. He was addressing a gathering at an assessment camp for the Rashtriya Vayashri Yojana RVY for senior citizens and assistance to disabled persons for purchase or fitting of aids and appliances ADIP scheme at Kashamtong Ward number 9. The event was organized by the Composite Regional Centre CRC Imphal under the aegis of Maheshwar Thongnaujam. During the camp, many attendees over the age of 40 alongside local elders availed themselves of free eye screenings and laboratory tests for various ailments. Speaking further, Maheshwar emphasized that it is the fundamental duty of local MLAs to inform the public and raise awareness about various government welfare schemes. He also cautioned citizens to remain vigilant against politicians who neglect their constituencies only to buy votes during elections.
Praza mayam de khaiga khibat khoi tax mayam duna makhal mathel gi scheme se same kanda ekoi state ki oro central gi schemes makhal mathel se health ki sector da oiro education sector da oiro ada young entrepreneur gi masa na tawjaning ba schemes bo oiro women empowerment gi schemes mayam bo oiro si sarkar na sinlaga leiri bane ba si praza gi sen ne ba scheme se atuke matik leiba mayam se public se aware oide praza se khangde khangi badi khara dangni schemes leiba mayam se akoi si gi se represent taw ba se kana na taw doino haiwa tamda kendra gi representative MLAs minister singduna ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯏꯅꯤꯁꯤꯌꯦꯇꯤꯚ ꯂꯧꯕꯤꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯒꯗꯕ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯉꯥꯛꯇꯅꯤ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕ ꯀꯦꯟꯗ꯭ꯔꯒꯤ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯦꯟꯇꯦꯇꯤꯚ MLA ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯅ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯀꯥꯈ꯭ꯔ ꯃꯇꯨꯡꯗ ꯆꯍꯤ 4.5 ꯊꯥ ꯈꯔꯁꯤꯅ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯀꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯑꯒ प्रजाꯁꯤꯒ ꯀꯅꯦꯛꯁꯟꯁꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯠꯅꯔ ꯊꯝꯈ꯭ꯔꯒ ꯅꯨꯡꯉꯥꯏꯕ ꯃꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯂꯛꯖꯔꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯐꯇꯨꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯚꯣꯠ ꯅꯛꯁꯜꯂꯛꯄ ꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒ प्रजाꯁꯤꯒ ꯅꯛꯁꯟꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯤꯝ ꯄꯤꯅꯕ ꯍꯣꯠꯅꯔꯛꯄ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯏ ꯁꯤꯒꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯔꯤꯄ꯭ꯔꯖꯦꯟꯇꯦꯇꯤꯚꯁꯤꯡꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯅꯗꯤ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯏꯀꯥꯏꯅꯤꯡꯉꯥꯏꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯇꯥꯔꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ प्रजाꯗ ꯎꯠꯆꯥꯏꯕ प्रजासे फदिगोम लैदोंना लैगे काइन खनबा मी मयाम थोलई हुजिकानसे अदो सिगुमदगी अखोय प्रजाना सेक्शन बि मथौ ताई
Chemists and druggists across Manipur today successfully observed one-day nationwide token strike called by All India Organization of Chemists and Druggists (AIOCD) in protest against illegal and unregulated online sale of medicines, sale and home delivery without valid prescriptions, and predatory deep discounting by online platforms that are threatening the survival of lakhs of small licensed chemists. In response to the call by AIOCD and Manipur Chemist and Druggist Association (MCDA), all establishments remained closed and a memorandum was submitted to Prime Minister Narendra Modi through the Divisional Commissioner or District Collector, demanding immediate withdrawal of GSR 817E and GSR 220E, which are allegedly being misused for uncontrolled delivery of medicines. MCDA highlighted that medicines are not ordinary commodities and unregulated online sales pose a grave threat to public health and patient safety, while reiterating pharmaceutical trade's frontline role during COVID-19 pandemic. The strike remained peaceful with overwhelming support from chemists and druggists, and essential and emergency medicines were provided to needy patients as part of the association's humanitarian responsibility. Janjatiya Garima Utsav 2026 was held at Kahulong in Tamenglong district to provide essential health and livelihood services to residents of 4 remote villages: Mongaijang, Chengdai, Kahulong and Sagrungpa. SDO Tamenglong D. Maidinbui stated that the program, which was organized under the theme Sabse Dur Sabse Pehle, aims to bring government services to the most remote communities. Free health checkups and medicines were provided to villagers, while veterinary officials encouraged livestock rearing as additional source of income and highlighted related government schemes and insurance benefits. Altogether, 12 line departments set up stores to deliver services and information directly to the people under Jan Bhagidari Abhiyan of the Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India. And the outreach program will continue till May 25 in Tamai and Tosim blocks. A one-day legal awareness program on rights of persons with disabilities was held at the Deaf and Mute School in Takyal. The event was jointly organized by Royal Academy of Law Oinam, Legal Aid Clinic, Patsoy and Deaf and Mute School under the Pradhan Mantri Uchatar Shiksha Abhiyan, PM Usha. Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights, MCPCR, Chairperson Kaisham Pradeep Kumar, Deaf and Mute School Headmistress and Suniti Bala, Royal Academy of Law Principal Eliza Maisnam and Ideal Blind School Takyal Headmistress Mangibala Huitrom graced the event as dignitaries. Department of Social Welfare Extension Officer L. Bobo, CRCS RE Imphal Director and Koibi, and psychologist Tanya Akoijam also attended the function as resource persons. In his speech, MCPCR Chairperson Pradeep Kumar expressed deep concern over the high numbers of neglected children in the state, emphasizing that persons with disabilities represent the most marginalized subset. He strongly advocated for inclusive policy making, stressing that state programs must intentionally cover the children left at the very last line of society. He further highlighted education as a vital instrument for enabling individuals with disabilities to secure their fundamental rights, privileges and welfare facilities. The MCPCR also urged the state government to focus on these marginalized groups to ensure inclusivity.
Person with disability se hozik phawda makoida piham thokpa right privilege facilities singse shuna phangan ge haiba taragadi makoida education je matik chana pibiba awareness asi umma mayam je tawba ma sangi Manipur gi lairiba lengang asina special focus on child da ekoi gi bandam thamaga asigumlaba sothana lehoraba marginalized or bangang singche masi mamang da pukhatpinaba conflict ki matamda oresu normal matamda oregasu makose akoin ikaw da kaukthokpai mongse masi tosi Manipur child rights ki oiba policy ma lengang su lokthokpirga hairiba angang sing asisu lehoriba lemhoriba te angang singumna chapchana manging thana chapngamna ba hona minasi haidnai appeal tawjani.
Managing Director of Panthoi Housing Finance Company, Tokchom Hemo Singh, reportedly passed away after suddenly collapsing in Imphal on Wednesday. Sources said the PHFCL MD collapsed unexpectedly and was immediately taken for medical attention but could not be revived. The sudden demise of the prominent entrepreneur and finance sector leader has sent shockwaves across the state, with many expressing grief and condolences. Tokchom Hemo Singh was widely known for his role in expanding housing finance services in Manipur through PHFCL and for his contributions to business community. Now moving on in the sports news. Construction of an international-sized synthetic football turf ground has commenced at Tamenglong District Headquarters under Corporate Social Responsibility (CSR) initiative of National Hydroelectric Power Corporation with an estimated cost of 6 crore rupees. The project, which will be implemented by District Rural Development Agency (DRDA) Tamenglong under the government of Manipur, aims to develop FIFA-approved standard turf and is expected to become one of the best sports infrastructures in the state. Social activist Akinsin Gangmei, who is overseeing the project, assured that the construction would be completed within the stipulated time and appealed to the public to cooperate for smooth execution of the project for the benefit of youths. He also expressed gratitude to Deputy Commissioner L. Angshim Dangshawa, Joint Secretary of Finance Department Lucas Kamson, Secretary Finance Department Moses Chalai and other well-wishers for their support in bringing the project to the district. And in the weather report, India Meteorological Department IMD Meteorological Center Imphal has forecast that thunderstorm with lightning is very likely at isolated places across several districts of Manipur, while some areas may continue to experience mainly dry weather conditions. According to the district-wise warning, Thobal, Kukching, Teknopal, Chandil, Churachandpur and Farzol districts are likely to witness isolated thunderstorms accompanied by lightning during the forecast period. IMD has advised people in these districts to remain cautious, especially in open areas, as sudden weather changes and lightning activity may pose risks despite generally localized and scattered rainfall conditions. On the other hand, according to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 32 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 19.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 84% in the morning and 59% in the evening. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan urges leaders of all communities to guide youths away from violence and work collectively for peace. Just and Fair Delimitation convener detained in November asserts Manipur violence stems from opposition to identifying illegal immigrants and alleges Kuki narco-terrorists would not attack if they were indigenous people of the state. Kuki-Zo Council lifts social boycott on Kuki-Zo MLAs who joined state government formation led by Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan. Protests continue at various places demanding safe release of 6 Naga hostages abducted on May 13 and justice for late Wilson Thangachiru killed in ambush. And Manipur Petroleum Dealers Fraternity asserts no fuel shortage in Manipur. Informs inconvenience caused by new guidelines will be sorted soon. Now that's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.